Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. It's been nice. I've taken a break for probably the last 3 weeks or so on filming videos since Automotion and getting the drift car finished. It's been nice to just overall take a break from everything. Been getting stuff organized around the house, around the garage, moving into a new project. So I just overall think it's time to do a project car update. I haven't done one in a while. There's a lot of things sitting around right now, a lot of stuff we're going to do this summer, and overall just talk about the cars a little bit. I've gained a lot of followers since my last update I've done, so yeah, overall it's time to just go over the projects and see what we've got going on and everything. So might as well just start with these cars. So we'll check out the silver car first. So the old 01 stock RS has been doing fantastic. It does, though, sadly need a transmission. It's running great and driving great. It has a lot of synchro noise on D-cell, and the clutch is trash. I was dumb and I used one of my used clutches that was sitting on my shelf, so that's on me for the clutch being trash. It's also a 6-puck that wasn't a very streetable 6-puck, so in the search of getting another WRX 5-speed that's good for this and gonna put a new clutch in it. So overall, that's all this car needs, plus body work. I really want to start doing body work. It's sad to see how rough this is all getting around in here. The corridors I knew are going to get worse. The paint's chipping out of them here for me, you know, rolling the lip in there and everything. And it's overall, the poor car is just getting rough. Really needs to be gone through body-wise, because I've been driving it the last 3 winters, so it's been hard on it. I've enjoyed it. Debating if maybe this was its last winter. Not really sure, but either way, car's doing great. Drift car did absolutely wonderful at Automotion. Obviously, it's not tuned or nothing yet. We didn't go drift, we didn't go to the burnout pit. We just went around, showed it off, and talked to people, and just got to show the car off, which was just wonderful after all the work I've done, getting to see people who liked the car, and just having a positive experience with it. Ran great, drove great. BRZ Trans is doing great. Did one little grass donut over here in it the other day when we got home from Automotion, but overall, this thing is great. Not really going to go over too much of it right now, just because, well, it's been the main project on the channel for the last 3 months, so if you've been watching, you should know about it, or you'll have a reason to go find out about it now. So I think it's now we're gonna go move into talking about some trucks, because as much of a Subaru guy as I am, I'm a truck guy. My obsession with vehicles originally started with trucks. Subarus is just a weird side thing I got into later on in life. So let's go talk about my trucks. All right, well, coming over here, I hope some people remember this one. This is the vehicle I actually started my channel with, was the beginnings of building this truck. Did an awful job at filming it. That is what it is. That was me trying to learn YouTube and not really having a plan for it, and ended up not filming most of this build. But at the end, last summer, of building this truck and getting it finally put together, I did film quite a bit for it. So there is some coverage of it, but the major bits of this truck really have never truly been shown. I don't think, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even remember what was filmed, but this is my 85 square body cab that basically every panel has come from somewhere different. I've been building this truck out of farm fields and salvage yards for the last three years now, roughly. It's a full body swapped square body Chevy on a 93 Dodge frame with a 12 valve 5-speed 4-wheel drive. It's been a great truck. Been driving it quite a bit over the last year now, and it's been doing great. HX35, stock 12 valve, happy combination. Has a second gen Dodge intercooler and radiator from a 24 valve all made into here. Kind of hard to see the intercooler and stuff in there. Well, at this angle you can see how I've got that all grafted in there. I ended up using the whole lower section of it because I needed to make body mounts for the front end and all that, and got it all situated on here. Got myself my flatbed on here. Overall, this truck has just been great. It's a workhorse. I plan on using this as my main work vehicle. Been working on getting it more roadworthy here lately is my main goal. So that way I can start doing more road trips and actually use the truck for what it's built for. So that's the plan with it. So definitely going to be seeing a lot more of this on the channel, and over those videos I'll definitely start going over more stuff on it that wasn't shown before. So yeah, that's my square body with the 12 valve. This one over here is really not meant to be much of a project on the channel. This is just one of my dream trucks. This is a rust-free 93 single cab short bed Chevy. I love 90s Chevys. Had one in high school. This is basically just my nice high school truck at this point, or I consider it my old man truck at this point even, because I don't really do much to it. Throw some rims and tires on it. Has a color matched grill. Does have a pretty cool backstory to it. So I want to restore this truck, but I don't want to get rid of that. So it's like a really hard, it's a hard twist of what you do with this one. But for now, she's just a bone stock shell of what I love about 90 Chevys. So, but I hope you did just watch the video of me throwing a transfer case in it, because it has actually been parked for the last 2 years because of a broken transfer case. So that was really sad. But very glad to have this truck back, daily driving it again, and it's just overall been wonderful. So as we come into the shop now, I really hope some people are going to remember this. So I traded a 69 Land Cruiser for a new project vehicle over the winter. And this one's a little far-fetched, but I seen this thing, the build plan clicked in my mind. I have almost everything to do it, rather than, you know, the odds and ends of stuff, but I have all the main stuff to make this happen how I want it. So the 92 Blazer is in the shop. So let's check this thing out, because there is hardly any video of checking this thing out. I did the trade deal on this thing on the coldest day of the year. So we picked it up, we came home, we threw it in the yard under a tarp, and we haven't thought about it for about 4 or 5 months now. So, no, maybe short. Maybe it's only, oh no, I can't remember. I did get it after the first of the year. So, about 4 months. So, let's check out my 92 Blazer. So, the Blazer has a full straight axle swap done to it. Straight axles from a late 70s Ford. It's a Dana 60. And in the rear, we have a 2004 Chevy HD rear axle. Got ourselves some interior bits, some more interior bits. Come back here. This is the part that's really drew me to it. Full cage with kind of an XO cage, but it's actually a roof rack. It's like made into a roof rack type deal. There's a bunch of parts laying up here because we pulled it in, and me and my friends were going through it just to try and see what all we have with it. But full XO cage roof rack that ties into everything. It's very cool. The craftsmanship on this thing is wonderful. Like I nerded out really good on this one when I was staring at the pictures, and overall love what's all done to it. Needs some final welding. Everything is just tacked up. It's all mocked up right now. So just needs final welding, a couple more support pieces put in the back. Gotta figure out the underside of here. This is the only part of this truck that I do not like. The whole build is done very nicely, but they cut the rocker panels out of it. And the bottom of the doors. It's one of those things that I don't understand it. They were gonna weld in some like 2x6. Oh, diesel's coming through. They were gonna weld in some 1/4 inch thick 2x6 steel stock to tie everything into the roll cage and into the rocker panels, and I don't know. Maybe we'll go along with that idea, maybe we won't. This is the only thing that I have not been able to figure out how I want to solve. Because, I don't know, I personally wouldn't have done that. But this is somebody else's project that I acquired. So, you know, that's what you get when you're acquiring other people's projects. You're going to have differences in how you want to see things done, and they had a different idea than you're going to have. So, that's what you're going to run into. But, inside, super nice. Like I said, everything with the cage comes through really nicely. Will be interesting. I should go actually look at the 93 out there to see how far out the pillars, the trim sticks, because I mean, I like full interior. I'm that kind of guy, but we're not going to take the time to redo this because this is all really great craftsmanship. But I mean, all through here, up and everything, it's just very cool. Overall, I love this. So, I'll get into my build plan for this here a little bit. So, because we popped the hood, it is in the perfect situation to do whatever we want with. And I knew exactly what I wanted to put in here from the moment I seen the Facebook ad for this thing. So, that being said, my plan for a drivetrain in this thing is sitting right out back over here. So, let's go check that out next. Sitting out on the outside of my shop here, we got ourselves my 4Runner, but that has nothing to do with what we're swapping. This guy right here has everything we want. This here is an 04 single cab short bed Silverado, 4.8 5-speed 4-wheel drive. This is one of my favorite beater trucks I've ever gotten. I saved this thing from going to the scrapyard a few years ago. Ended up daily driving it for like 3 years. No, not daily driving it, but winter beatering it for 3 years and just overall using it as a beater truck. Thing has taken 30,000 miles of straight abuse. Absolutely love this truck. I parked it with the excuse that it was getting rusty, but the real excuse that this truck got parked is I drive it like a jackass. I throw it around every corner, rev the shit out of it, just beat it like a stupid kid in a cat eye. So I decided it was time to park this thing, and trust me, it is rough. I mean, the bed's just all floppy and all that. You can just put your foot right through the floor. Like, the poor thing's rough. So we're going to be tearing it apart for the drivetrain and putting this 4.8 and 5-speed in our Blazer. So that's going to be freaking cool, I think. But we'll see what happens there. That's the overall plan. But on the other page of what we're doing here, project car updates. The old 94 4Runner has just been an absolute wonderful vehicle. I've got about 10,000 miles on the 3.4 swap in here. I have absolutely driven the heck out of this thing. Still a minty unit. It's my favorite vehicle, and that might have you wondering why it's not parked in my driveway, why it's parked in my backyard. The 3.4 has been absolutely wonderful. I've got like just shy of 10,000 miles on it, I think, and we didn't do any extra maintenance. We didn't have to this thing, other than valve covers and some stuff like rear main seal, just simple gaskets that were obviously bad or we knew we should replace. But timing belt was never done, water pump was never done, and well, 8,000 miles later, the water pump has started leaking. So it's parked back here temporarily right now. I got to save up some money so that I can get the timing belt, water pump kit for it, and get this thing back into daily driver action. So that is my overall goal, just daily driving it until the Blazer is done. And then I think this is probably going to get sold after I finish the Blazer. I love this thing to death, but I'm 6'3", and I will say Toyota did not accommodate somebody of my height, at least with long legs. I got very long legs, so I have troubles with my legs hitting the steering wheels. I'm always letting the clutch out at a goofy angle. It's been overall just giving me kind of some sore pains here and there. And I feel much better driving my full-size vehicles. So as much as I love this, I'm glad that I went through this. This thing has taught me so much. I got to have my Toyota phase with it, so overall love it. Still gonna enjoy it. Hopefully one of my friends buys this. I keep hounding friends to buy this thing, so hopefully one of them does. But that's the 4Runner, doing absolutely wonderful, minus the water pump. So let's move deeper into the backyard here. So to my other vehicle I acquired this winter, my 84 Datsun 724x4. So still can't believe that this truck is back in my possession. I once again cannot thank my friends enough for helping pull this off. This thing is still in immaculate condition. It came from Arizona about a year before I bought it, like 8 years ago. Which is also crazy to think that I had this thing that long ago. But overall, love this truck. I'm going to make a whole video on it. I do have a good build plan for it, though. I've been slowly acquiring parts because, well, me and my friends are car people, so this is basically turning into a friend-sponsored build. My friends helped me buy it back. Another one of my friends is recently moving, and he gave me a couple TDIs that need rebuild. Good bottom end with a good top end on one, or two engines, one with a good bottom end, one with a good top end. So we're going to build a TDI to swap into the old Datsun here, because we tore into the original engine. It was laying in the bed on its side since I sold it, and we thought maybe because it was laying on its side that there was hope for it, but we went into it, pulled the plugs out of it, and borescope revealed that cylinder number 1 was full of rust, a lot of pitting, so that motor needs machine work. It's not just throw a quick ball hone in it and see what happens to get it back in and running for maybe this summer and have some fun. But this is going to be a long-term project. There's a lot of stuff I want to do to this truck. I had a whole build I dreamed about doing to this when I was younger, and we're going to do it to a better extent now. I have so much more knowledge. I know how to put a vehicle together. I'm ready to build this thing. So I'm just so happy to have it back, because I'm the one that tore it apart and put it in this state. Head gasket blew. I tore the whole truck apart and ended up selling it because didn't know what I was doing, was overwhelmed, and she went bye-bye. And overall, just happy to see it back. So gonna do a whole video on this soon of pulling it back, and we're gonna be putting it in storage, but I want to clean it, go through everything that we have for it, and just overall get to show the truck off more and actually show and tell more of the story of it. So that one's gonna be fun. So let's keep moving through. We got Brandon's Miata from last year. Not really sure what his plan is for it. Kind of talking about selling it possibly, because he bought another project car. So we might be heading up to that garage next. And we're going to check out some more projects, of course. Well, we round the corner in the old storage garage here. We've got 2 more coupes. My original coupe and my friend Brandon's new project coupe. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be pulling this car out of here probably tomorrow, actually, and moving into this as a current project for him. I'm going to film some odds and ends of it, and we're going to keep it as just a brief update thing and show progress we've made on it, not necessarily go over the whole build, because this is his project. I want him to be able to go through it and not stress about anything. So this is just going to be at his leisure. I'm going to help him with all the wiring and the bodywork stuff, and he just has a vision for it, so we're going to help him put it together to the vision he has. So I'm very excited for this. I don't even remember the year right now, but Impreza Coupe L model originally. So, but it has a full WRX wiring harness, a 2-liter, a 5-speed from a WRX, rear diff already from a WRX, rear axles, 4-pot, 2-pot brakes, and a whole bunch of just little extra odds and ends that came with it. This car was a great deal. It is 95% rust free. Does have a little bit in the quarters here, and they're a little dinged up and dented because this car has been somebody else's project car for years. So once again, we acquired another one of somebody else's projects. And like I said before on the Blazer, there's things that we don't like about it, but that's what happens when you get somebody else's project. So is what it is. Nothing we can't fix. He's actually planning on doing a wide body kit on this car, so these are probably going to be the donor panels, or at least the front sections for some stuff I need for the old silver car. So GCs will always provide to more GCs around here. So my car, however, though, sadly, is still just going to be here. It's a major back burner project for me. I love this car to death, and I can't see myself doing it right now. I want more, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I have such a vision for this car that I don't feel capable of performing it yet. I can start doing body work and stuff on this, but I want to acquire a rotisserie for this car. This car, the only way I can see myself getting this done to the extent of what I want it to be is by putting it on a rotisserie. I don't want to spend the time laying underneath this on jack stands trying to fix the rust with welding upside down and all that stuff. I want to be able to put this on a rotisserie and have direct access to everything that needs to be fixed on this car. This car needs a lot of work. I have sadly discovered that this is my worst GC shell. The beater car that is now the drift car honestly has a nicer shell than this. So it is what it is, though. This is my RSTI. This is the car I started building. This is the car I will probably never get rid of. And that's how it is. I mean, everybody, if you're a car guy, you understand that. So it's going to be on hold still. I'm going to transfer it to the other side of our storage over there so that we can have more room over here because, my golly, we got a lot of parts. Not saying these are all good parts, but we got a lot of parts laying here. So we got a lot of cars to build. We got enough parts to keep moving along on them. So that's what we're going to try and do. And I suppose, quick peek to the old 59 that's just chilling over here. Still don't have much of a plan for this truck at the moment. I would like to move into working on this one, but this thing runs and drives. We use it once in a while around here. You can see the nice rut marks she dug from the last time we had her out in the early spring. So she's a workhorse. This truck gets it done. We just kind of use it as a yard toy at the moment and take it out for special events when we can. So it's just going to continue to live its life because this was my grandfather's truck and I can't see it ever going anywhere. So. And of course the old workhorse of the channel, the old Dick here. Thing has been doing great, made it to Automotion and back. Did blow a coil pack in Automotion, was able to get that fixed with a nice random one I still had laying around in the door card, but overall, good old truck, but she needs to stop doing major road trips. That was the reason I built the Cummins, was to stop road tripping this thing. And this last road trip has really made me want to make the Cummins more roadworthy. So that's one of my main goals for this summer, is getting that truck up to snuff for doing road trips. I trust the 12 valve. That thing will make it wherever I want to go, but it's the everything else part of it that we need to get figured out. So overall, there's projects everywhere. I am in no shortage of stuff to do. And I didn't even show you everything that I have planned that we're doing. That's just the major projects. So, yeah, like I said, I like projects. This is what I love doing. I don't do this to show off. that is one thing I do want to add to my videos. I've never really made like an introduction to my videos, saying who I am or whatnot. This is all for fun. I started this YouTube channel just because I thought that I do so much weird nonsense and I'm always learning new things and trying to move forward, and if I can inspire anybody to do the same thing, it's cool. And I do so much weird stuff that it's like, why not film it? Why not see what happens? I mean, I don't buy this stuff for views. Like, this is not trying to get publicity or anything or get seen. Like, I do this because I love it. Vehicles are just what I do. I work as a mechanic 8 hours a day, and I come home and work in this shop here another 4 to 8 hours a day after work. Like, this is my passion. This is what I do. Like, just want to put that out there. So don't think that I'm just acquiring these projects for my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel does not provoke me doing any of this. This is just who I am and what I like to do. So the YouTube is just kind of a bonus that I get to show it to people. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. Going to keep trying to figure out better ways to film this stuff. I want to get better about it this year. I want to start making more relevant videos, not my videos that are 4 weeks, 5 weeks in the past, and when this update comes out, it's not another, few weeks in the past. I want this stuff to be more relevant, to be easier to follow, so that if I'm actually going to events, you see the actual state of the car before it's going to the event, not, oh, hey, there's a half-finished project that I just made an update about it going to its first event. So I want to get more up-to-date with stuff. And it might be hard. So I've been taking a break on filming to catch up with my videos, and the break from filming has been just overly nice. I've been just not worried about it. I mean, it can be stressful trying to be like, oh my God, I want to film this, but I really want to get this done. It's a stressful ordeal to go through sometimes, and I'm still figuring it out, and I still get very stressed out by making these videos sometimes, especially like having the crunch of the drift car was getting to be difficult because I wanted to film so much, but I was working so much on back and forth on this, and then I had to jump on this. I didn't have any conclusion to endings of anything in one night, because I would work an hour on this and find out, oh great, now I need to order this, and move to another project, work 20 minutes on that, and find out now this conflicts with this. And I know that's the stuff that needs to be shown, but I'm still trying to process in my head how to film those things. So still getting better at it, still figuring it out, but overall I'm going to keep working on the projects, keep doing what I do. So please like and follow if you want to see more of this stuff, because I ain't stopping. So please give me a like and a follow, and we're just going to keep doing it.